G'day and welcome to Better Pics. Hope this finds you all well. Today's video we're going to have a look at how filters in Adobe Bridge can help speed up our edit workflows. Now you can see I've got filters open on the left hand side here, and it's normally defaults to down the bottom just like that, but I've just dragged it up so that we can look at all the filters that are available to us. And as the name suggests, we're going to have a look at how using those filters can help us to speed up various workflows, particularly with editing our images. Now you can see in this folder we've got 47 images, and we've got various filters here that we can look at different images. For example, file type, ISO, focal length, model, which is the model of camera that it was shot with. You can see we've got two cameras there, 5D Mark II and a 5D Mark III. And if you're wondering, yes, these images were shot many years ago, back in 2014, and those were the cameras that I was using at the time. So let's say, for example, that all of these images represent the images that I want to put through the edit process. You can see I've already edited some of them there with that little tab that highlights that they have had edits placed on them. But say, for example, if I'm using a particular camera that above a certain ISO, the noise is just becoming a little bit too strong and I want to apply some noise reduction to those images. Obviously, through the normal edit process, you would identify those images and more than likely be able to see the noise and take care of it. However, if you've got many images, and I mean, in this case, we've only got 47, so there's really not that many. But if you've got 5,000 or 10,000, for example, with this trip, I shot about 15,000 images, and I might want to apply noise reduction to any image that's over 800 ISO. So let's have a look at how to do that. So if we just quickly click on the ISO 640, you can see that we've got two images there that are shot at ISO 640. Now, for these two cameras, ISO 640 is not a problem. In fact, if we have a look at full screen, on the darker of the two images, you can see that there really is no noise issues there at all. But for demonstration purposes for today, this is a great way to be able to identify very quickly images above a certain ISO or within a certain ISO range that you can then select, open in Camera Raw, and very quickly put some noise reduction straight onto those two images, and you've got it taken care of nice and quickly. Let's hit done, and that's all done. That's simple. Now, I would normally identify images that need noise reduction through the normal edit process, but it may just be that you didn't identify it at the time and you want to quickly go back to those images that are above that certain ISO and just isolate them with that filter. Have a quick look at them in Adobe Camera Raw or maybe full screen within Bridge, and you can identify if they need any noise reduction done to them at all. Another example where filters can be really handy is if you've got two different cameras. Let's go to this one. Again, in this case, we have a 5D Mark II and a 5D Mark III. And you might say, for example, look at your images and go, look, the 5D Mark II just consistently shows a little bit more cyan. So you can isolate all of those images, select them all, open in Camera Raw. Once again, select them all in Camera Raw and just give all of your images a touch more magenta, just to help remove that cyan cast, and all of your images have been updated. Now, if anybody knows my workflow, you know that I go through all of my images initially and I'll do general global edits. For example, I'll put a bit of saturation and a bit of vibrance in there. I'll put a little bit of contrast in there, and I'll apply that contrast, vibrance, saturation, or any setting that I put in to all of those images in a blanket sort of fashion. So same settings to everything. And then I go back through and I go through each image and then I edit to a more specific taste for that particular image. Now, this is not the, I guess, workflow that everybody's going to employ, but it's the workflow that I like. So say, for example, if I get to the end of that process and I go, oh, actually, there was a couple of images that were at slightly higher ISO, and I just want to do a bit of a noise reduction on those. Using filters is a great way to identify those images. Or, as I said, a particular camera that you're getting a little bit more of a color cast out of. Or it might be a lens that gives you a slightly different color cast as well. Really normal for different lenses to sort of render images differently with color and contrast. Now in this case, they're both Canon L series lenses, so they're pretty consistent. But you might have, say, for example, one Sigma lens, one Canon lens, and you just want the color of those two lenses to be matched up a little bit better. So that's a great way to do it. It's a great little option within Bridge while you're editing to be able to quickly identify specific images based on those parameters and make adjustments to suit those images so that they work within the greater body of work that you're working on at the time. So throw some images or jump into a folder, have a look at your filters and have a play around with how filters could perhaps help your workflow, make things a little bit more efficient and get some better results. Hope this video has been helpful. Thanks as always for stopping by. As always, any questions are welcome in the comments below and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.